historic Cameron Indoor Stadium. Alongside Chris Spatola, I am Ryan Craig. And Chris, every year Duke plays 2 exhibition games. Traditionally one of those, a 39th season on the bench, exactly 1,100 wins on his resume for his career. 1,027 of them happening for the Blue Devils. And Duke controls the opening tip. Zion Williamson to that left hand and a quick 2-0 lead.
Division I schools since Andy Bronkema has been there.
Trey Jones lays it in off the steal. As the turnover, Mayfield, the lone returning starter from a year ago, although the Bulldogs have about half a dozen guys that played significant minutes for that national champion team last season. R.J. Barrett with the right hand and one.
He scores so quickly. I mean, he had 15 points in the first 7 minutes the other night against Virginia Union. And he just... 3 of those guys were double-figure scorers. One of them was the Division II Player of the Year in Zach Hankins. So you get guys back, but that's a lot to replace, especially early. And look out.
Williamson! The finish off the steal, coast to coast.
A lot to replace, especially early. And look out.
Williamson!
I mean, he was wanting to tear the rim off on every single dunk.
That is exactly what Duke hopes to get from Javin DeLaurier this year. Guys like R.J. Barrett may end up providing a lot of the evening and coming up with the turnover. Back the other way, Trey Jones. Looking for DeLaurier. Javin DeLaurier, the finish inside. Too many adjustments to try to go up against Duke here this afternoon. And it's a team, as Trey Jones scores the N1. Tip from behind. DeLaurier ahead to Reddish. Oh, Cam Reddish flushes it for 2. His team up 17 here in Cameron. Bo in amongst 3 Blue Devils. It's Barrett the other way. R.J. Barrett, the scoop shot with the left hand. Reddish gathers in the loose ball and jars a 3. Coach Andy Bronkema nearly pegged with that basketball. Barrett, the 3, just does not.
Court pressure here from Ferris State, trying to give Duke a different look to slow down this offense, but you know, you've got
different look, same result. R.J. Barrett up to 14 now. Marquise Bolden, and now Zion Williamson.
Block there, and that's something that he can really stand, that you've got to block out. You have a responsibility there. Locking in on the half-court play, trying to set up a backdoor cut out of the timeout for Ferris State. Broken up.
Duke is so positionless with its roster. Doesn't even seem right to label anybody. And there is R.J. Barrett climbing the... R.J. Barrett for 3. Reddish will try. Too many possessions for the...
Your margin for error is much closer or much tighter against good teams than it would be against Ferris State.
Barrett off the feed from Zion Williamson. Williamson, the offensive rebound and 1. Fancy work from Trey.
Be gifted with this type. Look, he just works his space, freshman, but he also gives himself to his teammates emotionally. And that's when one of your best players, if not your best.
Now from the 3-point line for the Bulldogs.
An exhibition game at this point like this. But you want to, don't get out of character. Continue to be who you are. Continue to execute.
With the rebound and starts the break.
Give it back to him. Nice.
Bolden going to turn the page on that first half when they shot less than 17% as a team. Jones looking for Williamson, who climbs the ladder over.
We can't see it in this camera angle, but Cam Reddish sets a screen up and gets Zion Williamson coming from behind it, and then, like you said, there's no
rebound.
Nice
Reddish
pass.
Looking for R.J. Barrett.
They shouldn't have been worried about. Coach K talks about this group. He talks about how secure they are, and you've seen it. They have teams. 3 of the teams that are going to be there in the top 5 is pretty incredible.
Barrett will go to the line and try to finish a guy that's worked his way from being a walk-on to a scholarship player. But on the defensive end, one of only 2 teams in the country, along with Arizona, that has to replace all 5 starters from a year ago, and that
what was going on there? Why that would be the emphasis?
Bad coaching. Delorier the flush. Bolden takes another 3 and hits this one.
Hey, and he took that one with confidence.
He was practicing it the other day as Trey Jones
believed he was going to make a shot or make a play that was going to win it.
It's a nice pass from Barrett that finds
a 30 assists against Virginia Union. They continue the trend here tonight.
Bolden swats that one away. Marquise.
Oh, wow.
The effort from Williamson.
Wow. Zion Williamson.
We talked about it before, leading by example. We all know he can do things. And then the look from Williamson to O'Connell. Stadium. 38 wins, mentioned tied a Division II record. One of only 5 teams at any opportunity to distribute minutes very equitably. Barrett, the 3-pointer after the offensive rebound. D'Angelo Hughes knocks it down. Williamson tapped this.
And defensively, here's a good example. Much more active. They've turned that deep.
Really running a set play out of the break. Baker thought about the 3, kicks it over to Robinson instead. Justin Robinson has taken 2 threes and made 2 threes.
To suck the soul of your team. You just got to chalk it up to a moment, an opportunity. Enjoy the photos that you were able to take.
Lights come on in a big way. Robinson, a 3rd straight 3. Besser to Vrankovic. Antonio Vrankovic will head back to the free throw line and try to polish off a 3-point play. Much quicker start for the Blue Devils this afternoon and evening than on Tuesday night against Virginia Union, and Vrankovic shows a little range that time, the mid-range jump shot.
Now between this and the game against Kentucky, which is going to be a different world. Kentucky's deep, they're athletic, they're long. So Duke's going to have to play really, really well that night to win that game. But the improvement we saw from Virginia Union to this was a much